entire purpose is that the scapegoat takes the role of pleasing the narcissist, and the scapegoat is available as the new punching bag for the narcissist. So the narcissist is going to scapegoat. Now the scapegoating pattern might be a little different. Yeah, now things would be, our family got spoiled because of her, she went away, oh god, I did this much and that much, I wonder if I can expect anything from you. You might also do the same thing. Guilt tripping, activating shame. Yeah, so the entire scapegoating process changes. Yeah, earlier it was more loud, more visible, more open and aggressive. Now things become more coverted. Yeah, it's more subtle, more of comparison, yeah, less direct. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about what happens when the scapegoat leaves the narcissist. Yeah, and before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So for narcissists, scapegoats are very essential and important. Scapegoats are like a doormat. Scapegoats are like a punching bag for these narcissists. So whenever they are unable to regulate and self-soothe, they do all the venting on these scapegoats. Yeah. So scapegoats are in a way, a kind of a punching bag, an emotional toilet for these narcissists. These narcissists don't see the scapegoat as a separate individual human who has his or her own set of emotions and feelings. These narcissists are entitled individuals. They don't care what others are going through. Yeah, and when they have a scapegoat, they just don't care about anything else apart from the availability of the scapegoat. So they want the scapegoat to be available throughout. They don't want the scapegoat to run away. And their way of keeping the scapegoat on hook is by constantly invalidating the scapegoat, constantly minimizing, constantly devaluing the scapegoat, and constantly gaslighting the scapegoat into believing that the scapegoat cannot function or survive without the narcissist. The narcissists, we know, are manipulative individuals, and they have this strong sense of entitlement inside of them. They you know feel as if they are gods. They can do anything with anyone and they can get away with it. Yeah, and if they cannot get away with it, they can shift the blame onto this person, that person. And the best is to shift the blame on the scapegoat. I did this because of her, I did this because of him. Yeah, so whenever the narcissist fears being exposed, or whenever the narcissist is having all of this fear of being labeled or judged or criticized, the narcissist is going to somehow loop in the scapegoat. Yeah, well, I was late and that's the reason I couldn't do. And do you know what is the reason behind all of that? It was because of her. I was late and that's how everything got messed up. It was because of him that I was so stressed and I came to work and everything got messed up. So these narcissists, they don't like taking accountability and responsibility for their misconduct or their bad behavior. They don't want all of that. Yeah, they want to be pristine, clean, good, noble, righteous. So this is their way of feeling good. Yeah, and in this entire process of making them feel good, they don't hesitate in scapegoating others. Scapegoating others can have a lot of damaging effects on the victims. I mean, if you are scapegoating someone on a regular basis, you are eroding their self-esteem, self-worth, everything. That person is scarred for entire life. But do these narcissists care? No, they lack empathy. So it's all about them, and that's it. So narcissists don't hesitate in scapegoating their scapegoats. Yeah, in narcissistic families, a narcissist generally has one loyal scapegoat, But the narcissist also, tries and tests, other members also, if they can be scapegoated. Yeah, because the narcissists are insecure being and they really don't trust on anyone. Yeah, they have a lot of trust issues on the inside because they don't even trust their own self. They don't even accept themselves who they are. They have to take help of all that lie, withholding information, building a false facade. In a covert case, it's all about being victim. In a grandiose case, he knows it all, she knows it all, their achievement, their success, blah 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 blah. So these narcissists in general, they are insecure being, and that's the reason they take help of building all that facade and trying to live in it and feel safe. But still that insecurity is there. So do they trust their scapegoat? The answer is no. So the narcissists don't even trust their victim or their scapegoat. Yeah, what if the scapegoat runs away? Who I'm going to scapegoat? Yeah, I need a scapegoat. Only then I can, preserve, that image. Only then I can appear to be righteous, good, and innocent. If my scapegoat runs away, all of that, baggage of complaint, criticism, this and that is going to be on my head. Yeah, be on my shoulder. So I need to have a scapegoat handy. So the narcissist, I mean, in a narcissistic family, keeps looking for, certain qualities. Yeah. And that's how they allocate their future scapegoat also, that, okay, this is the scapegoat at the moment, but he or she also is submissive. He or she is also obedient. He or she is also, looking for validation and affection. So maybe I should withhold all of that and train her as well, train him as well. So, narcissists always love keeping options ready and handy. Yeah. Now, when the scapegoat runs away, yeah, I mean, everyone has their own limitations, everyone has their own threshold and capacity. And one fine day, the scapegoat might grow and just leave. The scapegoat might not be able to tolerate all that abuse, manipulation on a regular basis, and the scapegoat might decide to, quit and leave that relationship, that family. What happens next? The narcissists are going to summon their flying monkeys. The narcissists are going to, summon their enablers and the entire gang, and they're going to run smear campaign. It's a kind of an ego injury for the narcissist. Though the narcissist doesn't trust anyone, but when their victim, scapegoat, and whosoever the narcissist is playing with, if they choose to leave the narcissist, that is like a slap on the narcissist's face. They cannot stand that. Yeah, they don't expect that, they cannot stand that, though they are having that insecurity inside, that if this scapegoat goes away, I need to have another scapegoat. If my this supply is unable to give me what I want, I need to have other supply. Yeah, they like having options, but they don't want to be treated like an option. Yeah, so it really injures them. Yeah, it causes them real bad narcissistic injury when the scapegoat runs away. Now all that contemptuousness and vindictiveness kicks in. The narcissist, wants to avenge. The narcissist doesn't want to spare the scapegoat. So the narcissist is then going to summon his gang and start running smear campaign. I did this for him, I did that for her, and look, she has done this, and look, she has done that, and he has done this, he just ran away. Do you think he can survive without me? I don't think so. Again, he's going to, come to me begging so that I accept him and I accept her, but I'm going to, move on. So the narcissist is going to say a lot of bad things, yeah, a lot of evil things, which might not be true in the first place. And this is basically to uh, send all of them, I mean the entire gang, the flying monkeys, enablers, and narcissists, to go and further haunt the scapegoat. Yeah, it's something which the narcissist doesn't expect. Yeah, though the narcissist doesn't trust his victim and his scapegoat, but the narcissist finds it very difficult and hard to accept the fact that they have moved on without me. How can they do this to me? Yeah, how can they leave me and move on? So this is like a narcissistic injury to the narcissist. Then the narcissist runs smear campaign, speaks ill about the victim. In family, things go nasty. Sometimes the narcissist might disown that kid or that family member, or do some or take some legal action. So the narcissist cannot accept that the victim can move on without me, the scapegoat can move on without me. Yeah, it's very difficult for them to conceive this thought and idea that someone can live happily without me, someone can grow, heal and move on in life without me. Yeah, that is unacceptable. So the narcissist does what he has to. It becomes the mission of the narcissist basically to destroy and tarnish the image of the victim, the scapegoat. Yeah, they don't want that scapegoat to be seen in the good light. Yeah, so they do all sorts of things to further torment, either directly or indirectly. And the entire goal is to cause more chaos, cause more damage, so that the victim, the scapegoat, fails at some point with all that triangulation, with all that manipulation, gaslighting. The scapegoat fails and then comes back and surrenders and seeks mercy from the narcissist. This is what the narcissists want. But once people are away from the narcissist, they grow and evolve. Yeah, they get to see what healthy is and how abusive things are. They can understand the difference between the two. So this is the first thing that the narcissist does. The second thing that the narcissist does is that they get into this aggressive training and conditioning of the next scapegoat. Because one has run away, the narcissist doesn't want others to walk on the same path. Yeah, the narcissist doesn't want other potential scapegoats to learn from that scapegoat who ran away from the clutches of the narcissist. So the narcissist is going to foul mouth, talk ill about the scapegoat. The narcissist will try his or her level best to change the way how others look at that person, I mean the scapegoat. And the narcissist begins his or her training regime with their potential new scapegoats. Yeah, so they are going to train them to shapeshift, they are going to withhold love and affection. And that is how the entire training happens, by withholding love and affection, by withholding validation. I mean, healthy validation is essential for all of us. Yeah, we like being validated, and it's a good stuff. It helps us grow, it helps us feel motivated, and it in general makes us feel good if we are validated, if our work and effort is validated. But the narcissist knows what he or she needs to do so that they can have a new scapegoat ready. So the narcissist then shifts the entire focus on the new scapegoat. Yeah, first the narcissist is going to paint the previous scapegoat as the villain. Yeah, because remember, the narcissist will always be either a hero or the victim. The narcissist will never be the villain in any story. Yeah, so the villain is always the victim, the villain is always the scapegoat. Yeah, so the narcissist is going to paint that picture in front of the others, in front of the entire family, that that person was bad, I did so much and he ran away, she ran away, she's mean, selfish and this and that. So in a way, the narcissist alienates the other members from that scapegoat. Yeah, so that these folks don't mingle and talk to that person. Yeah, in the end, that person gets abandoned by the narcissist. Yeah, because in this kind of a narcissistic discard, when the narcissist is like given up, the narcissist tried all his or her tricks to get that scapegoat back, but the scapegoat is stubborn, this moved on in his or her life, then the narcissist, finally discards, and that discard could be, physical abandonment, yeah, or maybe legally disowning. The narcissist does that in the end. Then the narcissist, shifts all his or her focus on the new scapegoat. Yeah, I have to train him or her so that he or she doesn't become like his sister or his brother or the other family member, the scapegoat. So then, once the uh, discard is done, the final discard, in this case abandoning, disowning, so then the narcissist shifts his focus onto the new scapegoat, yeah, and then the training begins. Minimization, invalidation, then giving examples of the other scapegoat. Well, I did so much. I wonder if you would ever be able to do, even one bit for me. Comparison. The narcissist is going to compare the new scapegoat with the older scapegoat, yeah, the one that ran away. The narcissist is going to give examples of the other one. I did so much for her and look what I get in return. I wonder what am I going to get in return, out of you. I have done so much for you. So the narcissist is going to guilt trip, activate shame, compare, so that the new scapegoat does more, yeah, to get that love and affection, yeah, to prove his or her loyalty to the narcissist. But do the narcissists really care? Narcissists don't care about the others. It's all about them. As long as they get what they want, everything is fine. When others object, or when others fail to do things their way, narcissists can go to any extent. Even if it is their wife, daughter, son, husband, they can go to any extent, yeah. Narcissist sees others as a source of supply and not the relationship, husband-wife relationship. They don't see others in that way. So yes, the final discard happens. The scapegoat is then buried, and the scapegoat is then forgotten, painted in the wrong light with all the wrong shades and color, and then the new scapegoat rises, yeah. Now the narcissist has learned his lesson, his or her lesson, that scapegoats can run away. So the narcissist now becomes more manipulative, yeah, more coverted. Earlier, the narcissist did a lot of things that might have been observed by this other scapegoat, yeah. And the scapegoat, I mean, the new scapegoat might, doubt and, think, why did he or she did such a thing? Why did my father abandon, and this and that? Now, in order to hide or camouflage all that display of aggression, anger, all that vindictiveness and contemptuousness that the new scapegoat already witnessed, that happened in the family when the first scapegoat ran away. The narcissist is aware of all of this, and the narcissist has to paint a picture which justifies everything that he or she has done, so that this new scapegoat doesn't get to question the narcissist, yeah. So the narcissist is going to paint himself or herself as the victim. I suffered this much, I suffered that much, and look what people are saying. I don't even have a say now. People look down upon me, others don't respect me. See, your sister did such a thing. I mean, the scapegoat, see, your this did such a thing. So the narcissist is then going to project himself as a victim, yeah. Earlier, the narcissist got into rage and did everything that he had to, because the scapegoat ran away. Now the narcissist changes the strategy. Things are not that open, yeah. Things are not that expressive. Things become more coverted, yeah. The narcissist then evolves into being a victim, yeah, and that becomes his or her new strategy, his or her new way to further manipulate and keep the new scapegoat on hook. So there is a lot of mind game that is involved. when you are with a narcissist. So the narcissist is also aware. If the scapegoat runs away, the narcissist knows that this is not a right thing. This is not going to, send a right message around the people. Yeah, this is not going to, project me the way how I want, because I lost one of my supply. I lost my scapegoat. Yeah, and people might not take me seriously, but people might not respect me. Yeah, so the narcissist then works on his or her strategy. Yeah, from being extremely vindictive, from being extremely contemptuous, expressing lots of rage and vengefulness. Now narcissist becomes a little coverted. Yeah, because when the first scapegoat runs away, out of impulsivity, the narcissist really throws away his or her mask and shows his true color. So people do get to observe this, and the narcissist is aware of that. Yeah, I mean, the entire scenario, I mean, the scapegoat running away triggers the narcissist, and in a way narcissists drop down their mask. Yeah, get out of that facade, and they are themselves with all that anger, rage and contemptuousness, and they know that's some must have witnessed it. Yeah, and they might question this later. So in order to have the new scapegoat on hook, and in order to train him or her properly, this narcissist then begins to build new stories. Yeah, lies, withholding facts, and then starts to project himself as the victim. Then the strategy changes. Then the narcissist love bombs the victim, the new scapegoat, with this search and rescue mission. Oh, look, he abandoned me. Oh, look, she left me. I don't know what is going to happen to me. I did so much for her. I did so much for him. Then this new scapegoat is going to take the role of the rescuer. Oh, don't worry, mom, I'm going to do it. Oh, don't worry, dad, I'm going to do it. Yeah, so that is how manipulative and toxic narcissistic, families are. So then the narcissist has got, in a way, less work to do. A sad sob story, and that's it. The new, scapegoat takes the role of the rescuer. The new scapegoat pushes boundaries, goes to any extent to please the narcissist. But the narcissist just sees them as a source of supply, as a punch bag, emotional toilet, doormat. That's it. Yeah. So the narcissist doesn't hesitate now in scapegoating the new one. Yeah. The entire purpose is that the scapegoat takes the role of pleasing the narcissist, and the scapegoat is available as the new punching bag for the narcissist. So the narcissist is going to scapegoat. Now the scapegoating pattern might be a little different. Yeah, now things would be, our family got spoiled because of her, she went away, oh god, I did this much and that much, I wonder if I can expect anything from you. You might also do the same thing. Guilt tripping, activating shame. Yeah, so the entire scapegoating process changes. Yeah, earlier it was more loud, more visible, more open and aggressive. Now things become more coverted. Yeah, it's more subtle, more of comparison. Yeah, less direct. So yes, this is what happens. The scapegoat is discarded, and the new scapegoat is appointed, and the conditioning and the entire training begins. Plus the narcissist also evolves. They get a reality check that if she can run away, this one can also run away. So I need to change the strategy. I cannot show my true self out of aggression, anger, or any I cannot display any kind of contemptuous behavior. So I need to withhold all of that, play victim this time. Yeah, so this is what narcissists do when their scapegoat runs away. They smear about the scapegoat, they talk ill about them, sometimes physically abandons, legally disowns, and then they train and condition their new scapegoat. Yeah, but this new scapegoat, their training is a little different. The narcissist also evolve. They learn a lesson. If he can run away, she can also. So I need to change how I did things. Now things need to be more under the guise of being a victim, being victimized by the previous scapegoat. Yeah, so this is it. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself. Don't ignore the red flags. Bye.